Have you ever wondered who the toughest military forces to ever exist were? Our journey begins with the ancient world, where the dawn of military might was shaped by the likes of Roman legions and Persian immortals. These forces were not just soldiers, they were the embodiments of discipline, training, and strategic brilliance. The Roman legions, for instance, were renowned for their rigid discipline and rigorous training. Their tactics and formations, from the testudo to the wedge, were innovative for their time and often led them to victory against seemingly insurmountable odds. On the other side of the world, the Persian immortals upheld similar values. Known for their unwavering resolve and indomitable spirit, these warriors were known to never decrease in number, hence their name. Their use of advanced weaponry and tactics made them a formidable force on the battlefield. From the Roman legions to the Persian immortals, these ancient forces set the foundation for military prowess. As centuries passed, military might took on new forms in the medieval period. The Mongol hordes under Genghis Khan, for instance, were a force to be reckoned with. Their unique blend of speed, discipline, and devastating archery made them nearly unbeatable on the open field. They harnessed the power of cavalry like no other, transforming warfare with their hit-and-run tactics and psychological warfare. Meanwhile, in a world not too far away, the knights of the Middle Ages were making their mark. Heavily armored, trained since youth, and backed by the church and nobility, these knights were the tanks of their era. Their chivalric codes, though romanticized, were grounded in brutal realities of war. They dominated the battlefield with their lance and sword, often deciding the outcome of a battle with a single charge. The Mongols and medieval knights, each in their own way, redefined what it meant to be a formidable force. The concept of military strength has drastically evolved in modern times. The British Navy during colonial times and the US Armed Forces in the 20th and 21st centuries stand as prime examples of this evolution. Let's cast our minds back to the colonial era, a time when the British Empire was at its zenith. The British Navy was the heart of this empire, a behemoth that ruled the waves, stretching its influence across the globe. The Navy's strength lay not just in the sheer number of its vessels, but also in the quality of its seamen and the strategic genius of its admirals. It was a force that could project power to the furthest reaches of the globe, allowing Britain to maintain and expand its empire. However, the might of the British Navy was not just about ships and seamen. It was also about technology. The Navy pioneered advances in navigation, ship design, and weaponry. It was the first to use the copper-bottomed ships, a revolutionary technology that gave the Navy an edge in speed and durability. The British Navy was, in essence, a fusion of man, machine, and strategy, a combination that made it one of the most formidable military forces of its time. Fast forward to the 20th and 21st centuries, and it's the US Armed Forces that have taken the baton of military might. The US military, much like the British Navy, is about more than just numbers. It's about technological innovation and strategic brilliance. From stealth bombers and nuclear submarines to drones and cyber warfare, the US military has consistently been at the forefront of technological advancements in warfare. Just as the British Navy used the high seas to project power, the US military uses its technological prowess to project power, not just on land and sea, but in air and space. It's a force that can strike anywhere, anytime, demonstrating the evolution of military might in the modern era. From the high seas of the British Navy to the technologically advanced US Armed Forces, modern military might is a testament to human innovation and strategic planning. The toughest military forces have shaped the world in profound ways. From the dawn of civilization, we've witnessed extraordinary military might. The ancient Greeks with their phalanx formation, the Roman legions with their discipline and organization, they set the stage for what was to come. Moving into the medieval period, the powerhouses of military might evolved. Knights in shining armor, samurai warriors, and the Mongol horsemen dominated the battlefield with their unique tactics and weaponry. Fast forward to today, and the face of warfare has changed dramatically. Modern military forces are now defined by technological advances, strategic intelligence, and precision weaponry. They are not just about brute strength, but also about the power of information, innovation, and integration. From ancient legions to modern armies, the power of military forces has been a defining factor in our world's history. Who knows what the future of military might will look like?